Focal TV, bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we bring it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Focal.
Man, I'm already. Hello, welcome to everyone. I've got a very slow technician here providing me support. So it's some of the things that you go through when you have hungry technicians around you. But however, I'm going to turn to the young and eloquent valedictorian of the Sekowa Sharif. She's no other person but Maria Manke Keita, a 70-year-old valedictorian of the 12th grade class. Welcome. So, how has this entire process been for you?
It has been productive.
I mean, the school said that you are dukes already, and then you have to go through another 14 days of trying to validate your valedictorian status. That's how I'll call it. Writing letters, sitting in group conversations, writing case study papers, writing mathematics evaluation paper, and then here you are, basically a defense of your own topic that you wrote that states school children should not be given long holiday. How has all of the process been for you? Has it helped you in any way? I mean, let me know from you.
Yeah, it has helped me. For one, I've never been on TV before, so
Okay.
that's one. Again, it's an opportunity to sit among fellow scholars
Okay.
and discuss some issues.
So how many of them you know? Because you never knew them prior.
Yeah, but I've gotten to know them over the days.
Okay, so let's go to what you wrote about. First and foremost, what did you make about this entire topic after you selected?
Yeah, it was kind of like an easier topic because
Easy.
yeah, I'm a student, so I can relate more.
Okay, so let me allow you to explain what you wrote. And I mean, since it was that easy, maybe I should just now ask you a lot of questions. Let me start with listening to you. Why was it easy? The topic that states children should not have long holiday. Why?
Speaking as a student, I know what happens when you stay away from school for so long. So it was it was not really a hard topic to speak on
So
because
what?
I know what will happen if I stay away from school for so long.
But I mean, you've gone to school. Your mind need to refresh. So after school, you have to reconnect with other activities, and in that way, when you return to the classroom, I mean, you are in a better state to start it all over. But just a very short holiday doesn't give you much time to really put your thoughts together, put your mind together, think right, and do a lot of things. So why not?
In my experience, if students get long holidays, like maybe say 1 week, 2 weeks away from school, normally we tend to forget our lessons.
Tell me about your own experience about studying.
Okay, my own experience. Sometimes when I'm giving maybe 1 week break, let's say 1 week break, maybe for the first 3 days, I will look at my books. But after then, I will just enjoy the feeling of feeling free. I will just maybe watch television, listen to music, do things that I never used to do when school was in session.
Okay.
Yeah, and these things, they sometimes make you forget about your lesson. What you learn in school, you sometimes forget it.
So when students are given long holiday, what do you think should supplement the classroom lessons?
Mm, they should go over their lessons. Like when you're away from school, maybe you have 1 week break. You should find time, at least if it's 30 minutes or 1 hour. You take, if it's one topic, you look over it, read it to the best of your
So
ability.
a lot of people are complaining that this year the academic break for the academic year was relatively short. Are you saying that was sufficient enough?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm someone that I don't like to be away from school for too long.
Uh,
Because one, I'm very fast to learn, and two, fast learner are sometimes fast forgetters. So when I'm away from school for so long, I think that maybe when I go back to school, I will forget maybe probability math, or I will forget literature topics, stories. So I don't want to be away from school for too long.
but let's look at the financial aspect. Not many parent is able to get their children ready in a relatively short period, especially when on the academic break, to have them ready for school, because the most important thing that gets you ready for school is tuition payment. So how is the family going to cope with such short academic break, where we know in Liberia that even after 1 week schools be throwing people out of schools for tuition?
I know, but rather the essay wasn't really about parents finding
No,
school
I'm
fees.
just trying to I'm trying to push you in a
Okay,
little more in a
when
little
you put it
corner.
that way, it's a really short time to find money for tuition. So I guess
So
they
how do
need
you
to take
think
it.
now? I just want you to answer that. How can we balance short break and parent having to have the children in school without the fear of them being thrown out of school, even though the break was short? How do we looking at your own? Let me hear your own side so that you can balance the two.
For the tuition side, we know today Liberia the economic situation is very rough. So if short breaks are given and then school open, many students will not be able to maybe go back to school because if I can recall correctly, when school opens, they'll give you like 1 or 2 weeks to register. If parents cannot register their students by then, it will be affected to the child. So maybe in that case, short breaks are not.
So do you think also the school can kind of like extend it? Okay, even though you people can come to school, but but the school would give every parent a 30-day period. Do you think that proposal can help relax a parent? Because the first proposal is that children away from school long, they tend to affect their overall thinking system. They tend to forget about their lessons and all of that. A lot of distraction come in between. So how do you think that okay, you people come in and then I think a 30-day period. How does that work?
During the period, I think that's reasonable because most parents they take pay at the end of the month. So if you have your pay at the end of the month in that 30-day period, I think you could register your child for school.
And how do you think the government can help in this process? Because the government is a regulatory
Yeah,
body. How do you think the government can, if said proposal is looked into, um, student Mariam proposal is looked into, educational experts see the need for children not to be away from school, not to have long absences from school or long breaks. So they look into the possibility. Yes, this is a good idea. Let them have short breaks and return to classes. In that way, they are able to be fresh up for school. All of that. How can the government come in to support said policy?
for one, the government can appeal to schools to maybe give parents longer time to find school fees. Maybe on the course of 30 days or 2 months for them to find school fees for their students or their children to go to school.
Okay, you are in the pool of 18 other students, and next week September 16th is the day. What do you look forward to?
Well, I hope I'll be one of the lucky ones, or my hard work will pay off on that day.
But you're certain that you've done just what is required to lend you that.
Yes.
How is it like emerging as the dukes of your class, a female?
Hmm.
And how many females are class?
There are 24 males and 18 females in my class.
18 females.
Yeah.
Dominated 24 males.
Yeah.
With one male emerging valedictorian. How did you feel about it?
Ah, I felt, like in most schools today, you find boys coming out as valedictorians. Boys feel like, they are the smartest in class. So it just feels good that ladies are out there. And, for me, an example, where I'm attending a mixed school, where, these days Muslim people, they don't really value female education. So
Wow.
coming
from a Muslim woman, I will set this topic as a side, and I'll set it aside another day just for me and you. Uh-huh.
Yeah, as a Muslim lady, it's good to see that trying hard to prove society wrong. Because boys, I'm not saying that they are all less to me, but I've always tried my best to be standing up for the girls in our class.
Wow, so that's good. So let me say this. Let me use the time to say thank you very much. I try to not forget this particular one. You people ended your respective lessons, and all you people know everything was okay. And then you people had to go through almost 14-day period of a whole different thing, community surveys, mm, letter writing, kinds of letter discussions, and all. And the commitment that you people put into it is a signal or a sign or a testament that you people are actually dukes. Because people try to just take dukes from the grade point level, but I look at dukes more like from the discipline, the willingness to learn, the willingness to engage, and all of that, and how you people were engaging even in things that you people wasn't really cool on, the way you people engage it, and I want to thank you people, thank you all very much, and we look forward to next week. Today, what are you wearing?
Uh, I wear a beautiful dress.
Oh wow. Okay, Mariama, thank you so much. Thank you for representing your school so well, and thank you for coming out as Dukes, a female from an Islamic school where I know is the Islamic school can always have a lot of scholars, and because they're good at reading volumes. So to have dominated all of the males in Mersh, thank you very much. And yes, after this process, after the entire evaluation process, the Academic Excellence Award, Team Andy again has got another journey with you people, and that one is not going to be an evaluation. It's just going to be something that all of us will enjoy and appreciate. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
Focal TV. Bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep focal. Focal TV. bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep focal.
Maxi. Hello. Welcome back in studio.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. How is it? I mean, and let me just say our profound congratulations to you
Thanks.
because amongst the valedictorian, I think so far you are the person who graduated already, right?
Yeah.
But the other graduations are still pending. How was the graduation?
It was great.
Great.
Yeah.
Receiving all of the certificates as the Dukes. Which other certificate did you receive?
I received from 7th grade to 12th grade students staying in the school. And what else? They didn't really give any other like awards mainly, so
Okay.
it was short.
Okay. So I mean, after your academic process, you had to go through a whole set of different activities with a pool of other valedictorians. I mean, different set of activities.
Yeah.
And by the way, are you doing your community service?
I'll be sending it in tomorrow.
Okay, so how would you describe the entire process?
Well, the process is great. Bringing up students. Um, like we're all valedictorians and it's tough. Like smart students together, that moment stuff, and helping us with understanding things because it's not just competition. It's like knowing what to do and what's best, and everyone else meeting them it's awesome. No,
How was it like picking up a piece of paper from a bucket in a raffle draw process and developing this topic?
well, I was nervous because I didn't know what I was gonna pick up. Like I pick it up and I don't know what I'm gonna write on this. Okay.
And for those listening, I know as much as the name is on the string, she's a very young high school graduate at age 15. She's Maxi C. Yame. She graduated. She's a valedictorian of the 12th grade class from the Simaka Catholic High School. One of those 19, one of the 19 valedictorians we have with us currently going through the evaluation process. And she took a rather interesting talking point, a case study that has to do with the gun. Do guns make society safer? To guns. We
Yeah.
know we from from 1990. I mean, some of us who saw crisis, the discussion around gun is just mixed. Some people don't even want to think about guns. However, Maxi had to write about this.
Yeah.
Maxi,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts about guns? As per
Wow.
what you wrote, I as much as I read this,
Mhm.
I want the public to understand it raw from you.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't come in Liberia at the time. Some of us saw guns
Very much true.
rolling in the streets. You see a child soldier walking, gun dragging, the SOD pickup. I mean, you were not around.
Mhm.
So I want to know, what are your thoughts about guns and the society?
Well, guns. Well, guns is dangerous, but it's also safe. Like people use the gun like enforcing body, like army and police, to stop criminals. They also use it for protection of citizens or any other person in the city or country. But guns can also be used to kill. Some people can use it for bad intentions. So in my writing, I would say that it can be both safe and dangerous, like violence and cyber.
So specifically, list some of the one of the safety aspect or the positive aspect, and list some of the negative aspect as per what you
Well,
highlighted in your
for
writing.
self protection, you can use a gun. And one of the negative apps are like someone like trying to rob you, they can use a gun on you, and that's a bad thing, like real bad.
Okay, in Liberia,
Hmm.
let me bring it down to our country specifically. Looking at all that is happening in Liberia, looking at the the number of illicit drug activities, Sogos or in the streets and all of that, it's gonna fine for our society at this point.
At this point, it depends on who's using that gun. Like, yeah, you know, for me, I haven't really seen people use guns before to
So
kill.
it took you, it strained your brain to develop it.
Yeah, but I just
But you've seen guns in movie a
yeah,
lot.
that's why I took my ideas from like the movies I watched. Yeah, mostly the Mexican and the American action
Tell me, okay, from the
movies.
movie perspective, how did you Mexican? A
Yeah.
lot of crime movie, drug cartels and everything.
Yes.
And the guns in those movies get to kill a wholesome lot of people.
Yeah, and most of the time, the law enforcement body is to use that gun to stop the criminals from doing bad. It's like a shootout between the enforcement body and the
Lives
criminals.
are lost.
Yeah, like
And Liberia is a completely traumatic society.
very.
The entire country is going through trauma. Liberians have not moved away from the thought of crisis. So there's a whole lot of things when you talk about guns. There's been cases in schools. There's been very recent cases with police shooting law enforcement officers,
Yes.
police shooting. I think around the same Somalia Drive, one of his was reported. So with the law enforcement officer
Hmm.
shooting another citizen that they are supposed to protect,
Hmm.
do you still think that gun is good for our society, even to have law enforcement officers
Well,
possessing
is that
guns?
person bad or good?
They are law enforcement officers.
Yeah, but that person is bad. That's why they're using their guns to.
Another thing is the careless handling of a gun.
Hmm.
The careless handling of a gun led to another child who you both would have graduated at the same age, because at the
Yes.
time she passed, she was about the same age, the same class as you are,
Yeah.
and she would have been 15 years of age to graduating from high school. The careless handling of a gun by a family led to one very brilliant soul being lost. Looking at these critical things that have happened in our society quite recently, coupled with armed robbers having so much gun, coupled with the police themselves shooting down citizens for no concrete reason, it's gone. Good for our society.
That's why I said that is both safe and dangerous.
So, in our case, when you are rating it on the overall, is it safe with us or is it dangerous with us?
It's more dangerous, but you can also use it to protect yourself. Like most of the time, you talk about the movies, right? If a bad person has a gun and try to use it, you ain't expecting the law enforcement officer who is having a gun to not use it and just stand there and look at the person to another, right?
Would you looking? I think you have, as much as you have not seen, or maybe it's the bullet sound you have not hear. Maybe you hear the bullet sound through speakers, so but if you hear the bullet sound physically, probably your mind.
Have you heard that before?
Yeah. So, would you support the idea of private citizens only are going to protect themselves? Would you support that idea?
Well, I guess I'll support it fully, but
Okay, partially. How would you support it partially? Now, since that fully.
yeah, like some people, like in communities, like dangerous communities, some people need guns to protect themselves, but not all the time you need guns. Maybe you need other persons there to protect you. You can call the police. You don't have to use the gun yourself, but as sometimes it's good to have gun near you because anything can happen, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything. You
Anything
might.
can happen.
You you could be someone who will want to own a gun someday.
I don't know.
Oh, I think it's no. I think it's the fact that you just seeing gun on speaker. Yeah, I think so. But yes, all through this process,
Yeah.
we had a long, long journey.
Mhm.
This journey for you today, your journey ends. By the time you submit your video tomorrow,
Yes.
you'll be looking forward to next week Friday.
Ooh, that be good.
After all the work put into this, what do you look forward to?
After everything.
Yeah, what do you look forward to on this? By the way, have you received your invitation?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so that invitation, the date that's on, the purpose and the date. What do you look forward to on that day?
Well, I'm looking forward to being announced as one of the students who will be having that scholarship. But if I don't have, I'm still happy that I had this opportunity to attend this wonderful session of with being with all of you. You guys are great. You know, I just enjoyed it.
What particular moment did you appreciate? If there were any, if there was this one particular moment that you saw very educative or very good on the part of the team.
Like helping students out to be who they want to become, asking them about why they chose that path and how you can help them too if it's right for them. Because some people, you know, they really don't understand, but you guys said that you can help with that. You know, it's great.
Okay. So on behalf of the team, on behalf of Andy Bropleh Jallah himself, the chairman, myself, and every person involved in this entire process, from the Andy Bropleh Jallah Foundation,
Yeah.
from the team itself, from Focal, I want to say to you, like I said to every other person, thank you very, very, very much. I appreciate all of you people boldness, how we interacted. Even when there are things that you people did not like, I enjoyed how we all just engaged it like
Yeah.
people. Yeah. So I mean, it showed that it clearly demonstrated that I mean, indeed, you people are valedictorians. You people carry the discipline, the boldness, and everything that will define who a valedictorian is. There was never this time where we recorded anyone really misbehaving or being so disrespectful to anybody, to not their colleagues before I even say us.
Okay.
So thank you very much for the time. We want to say thanks to your school, to your family who supported, because if your family had not supported you, you would not even be here. So thanks to you and every one of you parents who supported us throughout this process. And we look forward to the 16th of September.
Oh, good thing.
But the good thing is, even after this entire process, we have in store with you people 1 year of working with you people, 1 year mentorship
Yeah.
that you people will enjoy a different set of activities for. And you people will be the first cohort of ambassadors. And then after the next academic year, you people will be stepping aside.
Just
Yeah, we'll push you guys. And then we just. So thank you very much, Maxi.
okay.
And we look
Thanks,
forward.
Humanity too, for
I-
everything.
You ready for next week?
Oh yeah.
Do we look forward to what are you going to be wearing next week?
Oh, I'm gonna be wearing a yellow dress.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's good. Thank you very much. And we look forward. Just call your colleague
okay.
and we can just jump right in.
Focal TV. Bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep focal. Focal TV. Bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep focal. Focal TV. Bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep focal. Focal TV. Bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep focal. Focal TV. Bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV. With check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV. Bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV. The best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep focal.
Hey, welcome back. Today we'll close it up with the last person for today, and most likely we'll be concluding with the remaining tomorrow. So for today, last valedictorian we have with us in studio, Divine John. He's a 17-year-old valedictorian of the Freeway Baptist High School 12th grade class. Divine, welcome back.
Thank you.
How has this entire process been for you?
Well, it's been very motivating and I love it.
Why do you love it?
Yeah, because it gives us passion. Yeah, it drives us to continue moving our educational life.
Yeah. So you were given this important topic, the impact of community sanitation and hygiene service. The impact of community sanitation. So when we are talking about community sanitation, what are we talking about in hygiene service? These two things, specifically, what is it that we driving at?
Well, I'm talking about community sanitation and hygiene services. We're talking about cleanliness, how we make our community clean, how we make our environment clean, and how we make ourselves clean.
Okay. So what is the impact of instituting that within our respective communities?
Well, there are so many impacts. It's one impact I would like to tell you is it gives a community a good name where it will stand out as the cleanest community in among the surrounding environment and all that. And another impact of that, it promotes good hygiene. Yeah, and it reduces the effect of diseases.
Okay. So in your community, is there a practice related to this in your community? Because we're looking at how it impacts community, right? So beginning with your community, is there this practice, community sanitation and hygiene service? Is it a negative impact or a positive impact?
It's a positive impact.
So what are you people doing in your communities? What are the things you people are doing to have such a positive impact in your community when it comes to community sanitation and hygiene service?
Well, we take time to clear the bushes in our environment.
Hmm?
Yeah, we sweep the environment every day. Yeah, and it promotes our living standard in our community.
Which community are you from?
Flatter community.
Atlanta. So is that something you people practice there on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah.
Through community leadership or individuals? Or
Individual.
Wow. So every individual have made it a practice to keep their own surrounding clean. So because of that, the entire community itself is clean and decent.
I won't say it's the entire community. I would say like 80% of the community.
So why is the 20% not in line with that?
Some just have that dirty way of living life and It just goes with them.
So you as a young person now, because you've come here and basically we've drew you through community service and all of that, right? What are some of the things that you are putting together in your heads to ensure that the 20% is actively involved, that these two practices are at the positive end and not the negative? What are some of the things you think you can do?
Well, I gather children in our communities to partake in programs like that. So at least when the 20% looks at us, they would like to emulate us.
Liberia is extremely Liberia is at the downward trend when we're looking at these two important things, right? Community sanitation, hygiene services. Liberia as a whole, we have we don't have drainage system. There's no clear mechanism in the disposal of garbage and all of that. Seeing that as a young person, if you had the opportunity to sit on a panel where you should make some key recommendations, to stakeholders or community leadership, even in your community or other communities. What are some brilliant suggestions you think you can put forward that will be able to help communities around the district and around Liberia?
Well, if I'm given the opportunity, I'll give it straight to the disadvantaged youth,
Uh huh.
the one people call Zogo.
Yeah.
I'll give them the advantage to clean the community and they'll be under maybe government's payroll.
And how do you think the government itself can promote or a hygienic society in a community that is practicing a good sanitation standards?
Come again.
How do you think the government is able to support the process of good hygiene service and best sanitation practices?
Well, if taxes are added to people who don't clean their environment, and if people are fined for that, it will be it will be more helpful when the government do that.
So basically, you're talking about the fact that there are some people who are not just in the habit of cleaning.
Yeah,
So the government or city government or township should look at the method of taxation
yeah.
of homes,
Mhm.
and you think that by said method is going to now put everybody into action to keeping their surroundings clean.
Yeah.
Okay. You've been in this process for nearly 14 days now. It comes to a close um, by the 16th of September. What basically do you look forward
Well, I look forward to having a certificate.
to? You think you've worked hard enough for it?
I won't say that to be honest, to be frank. No.
Well, you've worked hard. You've committed your time. If you don't want to say, I would say you've committed your time. You've participated in every process. You've kept the discipline, the maturity, and everything. So I would deservedly say that you've worked hard for it.
Thank you.
Yeah. How many are there in your class?
We're up to 78.
78. And this 17-year-old gentleman emerged as valedictorian of the class. How do you feel that a class of 78 persons, you became the dukes for that class?
Well, I feel maybe I deserve it because I put a lot of time to it, a lot of studying, and I wanted to be the best.
Oh, okay. I get it now. You started school with the mindset
Yeah,
of becoming a deuce.
yeah,
So you did not rest. You applied yourself until you realized that goal. That's a very strong mindset. Very, very strong. I should say thank you. And on behalf of the entire team, No, I didn't ask you this question. In fact, what are you looking forward to wear on Saturday of on Friday of next week?
Well, I'll be expecting if the team would give us
Oh
a
no.
dress code.
Oh no, it's just a formal. It's just formal. You see, okay, something like this I'm wearing. It's not jeans. It's just formal.
Okay, I'll be wearing a lapasi.
Oh wow, that's great. I want to be pure African.
Yeah.
That's great. So let me say thank you. I mean, you divine this guy who wants to be a certified hacker in a video game programmer, right?
Yeah.
So walking in the first day when you said that, I mean, not many Liberians are saying that. Not many Liberians at all. And I just want to wish you all the best.
Thank you.
After this entire process, we have on another long time of mentorship with you guys. So probably along the way, we could bring some mentor here who is in your field of ICT, and who knows, you people could start a good discussion from there to kind of give you the support you need to be just who you want to be. But in the meantime, I want to say thank you all.
Thank you.
I want to say thank you so much for the level of discipline displayed by each of you, the patience. Yeah, you're done with school works a very long time. The last time you people ever wear uniform is after WAS. But beyond WAS, and you look forward to your graduation, but beyond, you people kept wearing uniform, coming here and participating in all of the activities. You did not back down. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we look forward to Friday. My sincere thanks to your school and to your family and to your community as well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Focal TV. Bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV. With check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV. Bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV. The best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep focal.